If you guys are new to this Beluxe Co series, I recommend that you check out part 1 and part 2 before watching this video. That way you are fully informed on who runs Beluxe, what Beluxe has done, etc. So that way you know the whole situation. I am making a part 3 because more stuff has come to light and I wanted to give you guys an update on all the new information. Enjoy the tea. One of my sources sent me a screenshot from the Beluxe group chat showing a message from someone named James. My source says, "This message is after someone called this dude out for being so supportive of the people who were bullying. I have no idea who he is to her, but he always acted like an administrator and he was the one collecting our applications and info." Now the James message says the following: "I'm canceling the collab. I don't need this. I thought it would be fun to do things like that with you all and give out things here and there, and when I was able to, do mass handouts where I make sure things are stocked for your makeup looks. That was my plan for everyone so I could remain neutral with everyone and not favor one person over the other. I'm sorry that in doing things this way, I've put a bad taste in people's mouths. I'm truly sorry for that, and I hope you all have a great night. I'm pulling myself out of this. I will be acting as a silent partner at this point. I'm still open to being talked to, so don't think I'm closing everything off to you all. That is not the case. I just think it's better for me to not be a part of this chat any longer. Thank you for your time, James." This James person does still have posts on his Twitter in support of Beluxe and does bully one girl, speaking out against her. So James, get it together, sis. Another source also informed me that the members of this Beluxe group chat call themselves the Beluxe Army. Hi-ho, hi-ho, it's off to be a hi-ho, hi-ho. I also saw a message from someone in the group chat mentioning how they saw that Beluxe had orders just sitting around and that clearly Samantha had them for a while. They also seem to understand that is probably why people feel like they've been scammed since they have not gotten their orders that they've paid for. Another source also DM'd me and told me that someone else in the group chat had said that they felt uncomfortable in the group because it was supposed to be a fun group and all of a sudden everyone is attacking other people and being bullies and she was not going to be a part of it. And she was confused why the group can't just be nice. And then the owner saying she knew someone was taking screenshots of the conversation and giving it to people. And that Samantha wanted to find out but not punish or ridicule the person. And then she asked people what she could do to better herself. I have a suggestion. Why don't you stop scamming people, Samantha? Samantha has also been copying and pasting the same reply to people asking for their refunds. On 2 separate occasions, with 2 different people, Samantha said the following: "My husband is gone, living with his girlfriend Dakota. I am dealing with 3 kids alone and barely any childcare. I have to work at my daughter's school for a little extra help with childcare." That is so interesting that you act like you and your husband are not together when on your Instagram descriptions you both tag each other and have a little ring next to each other's names. Yeah, sure. And even though you changed your name on Facebook, I can still see your profile, sis. You still have that you're married to him on your Facebook. So, if you're not together, why are you acting like you are? It's very confusing to my brain and the thinking and the stuff, you know? And you're both still active on each other's Facebook, so you're really just not helping your case here, sis. I want to point out that Samantha on Beluxe's Twitter page has a banner that states 15% of all purchases go to Boys and Girls Clubs of America. Who wants to bet that is completely untrue? Because you'd probably win that bet. How much money do you think she has actually kept for herself instead of donating? Lilu Dallas, a Twitter user, added Samantha on Twitter and said the following: @VenomMUA. "So you can spend all morning tweeting at an actual businesswoman who handles her shit but you can't be bothered to make right the things you promised? Just want you to know, you're about to be done dealing with me individually. You're about to hear from my attorney. It's about to be class action lawsuit time. Come down from your 3-day crack binge and sort your shit out. Also, you really must be hitting the pipe hard if you think Norvina is gonna see your weak ass game." Lilu was kind enough to share her DMs with me where she spoke to Beluxe. They say the following. Lilu begins by saying, "I really hope this gets here by Monday. I'm so stinking excited." Samantha replies, "It should be." Lilu then shows a picture showing the tracking number. It's saying it hasn't been dropped off yet. At this point, I don't see it make it here by Monday. Then she shows 2 question marks. Samantha then replies, "Sorry, I have auto post, so I'm not always active when it says I am. It might not have updated yet. It can take 24 hours sometimes." Lilu then says, "I'm just a little sketched out since I got the notification over 24 hours ago." Samantha replies and says, That's when I made the label. Lilu then replies and says, well, I need you to take the package to the USPS facility because it's still waiting. Please send my package today. I use USPS and they can't send it unless you drop it off at the facility. Can you perhaps send me a picture of the package here? I'm starting to get nervous because it should have been shipped yesterday, especially since you have a way to drive to drop it off. Samantha sees that and replies, I stopped it at the facility. I'm not sure how I'd be able to send a picture. Lilu replies and says, well, that's not what the site says when I just logged in this morning. Beluxe replies and says, to be honest, if I were to be scamming you, I wouldn't waste money on a label. Lilu then says, I just want what I paid for, and the USPS website says it's still in blank. So the website is wrong, or you haven't dropped it off, only made the shipping label. Beluxe then replies and says, they aren't open here yet either way. I dropped it off yesterday. Lilu then says, no you didn't, or the tracking information would reflect that. Beluxe then says, I have zero reason to lie, but I'm working at my 4-year-old's school today because it's her birthday. I won't be able to respond for a little while. I will check on it later today. They've done this before. Lilu then says, I've defended you on the internet and donated to your cause. I really hope my package gets here. We all have kids and lives, but you need to fix this. It's over 2 weeks. I'm waiting when I ordered from another indie brand the same night I placed my order with you and received it within 5 days. And they use USPS as well. Funny, I got updated tracking information with that order as well. I grew up on a farm and I'm starting to smell some bullshit. Just make sure that package is in the mail because my patience and understanding is wearing thin. Samantha then says, I will fix it tight when I leave her school, driving right now at a stoplight. Lilu then says, I would greatly appreciate that. Let me know when you do. Beluxe then replies and says, I've dropped it off already, so I need to see what happened. They have lost packages prior by leaving them on the shelves there, but as I said, I'm working to figure out what's going on. Lilu then says, this is such bullshit and you know it. Sort this shit out or actually refund me. I'm so sick of this. Beluxe then says, please understand I'm doing everything I can. Lilu then says, it's not like it requires a lot of work to get a package from A to B. Literally every indie brand uses USPS and never has an issue. Sort this out. You have 2 options. Samantha then says, I already told you I am handling it. I don't know what else to say to you, and several brands have shipping issues. I dropped the package off. Currently it is my child's birthday and I have a screaming 4-month-old who is teething. I'm doing everything to help sort this out for you. As I have stated prior, I dropped the package off. Packages get mishandled every day. I am doing what I can to help. I am working as quickly as I can to settle this for you. I assure you, as I did prior, you will either get the products immediately or a refund. Lilu then says, no updates, I'm assuming. Samantha then says, it's Saturday. The post isn't open here. There aren't any more excuses. I will get the refund or it will be sent. I just have to contact my office. I don't want to refund it if it's a problem with them. They mishandle things all the time here. I'm going to start using UPS. Lilu then says, that's not my issue. You're literally the only one having problems. Samantha then says, do you have a phone? I can call you. It's easier than messages. And Lilu then says, I've given you my phone number twice. Lilu also messaged Sam on her personal account. Sam said, listen to me, I have not scammed anyone. I asked for donations and I've told you I'm working on your refund. I don't do drugs, so quit the BS. I've never done drugs. Stop spreading lies because you're angry. It's toxic and ridiculous. Lilu replied and said, nothing you say holds any weight. You're a proven fucking liar and a thief, so you have till the end of the month before my lawyer steps in with a class action lawsuit. You are a fraud and stealing from people by playing on their emotions is toxic. Sam then says, dude, I didn't steal, so just stop. It's stupid. Sam then went on her personal Twitter account and decided to tweet about her problems with Lilu. I don't know if it was to put blame on her for why people aren't receiving their refunds quickly, if she was acting out of anger to make Lilu look bad, or a combination of both. Version 1 says, I want everyone to know I was told I must refund at XXX Lilu Dallas before anyone else because she is claiming to want to file a class action lawsuit. Instead of waiting for the people before her to get theirs in order first, I apologize for the wait. 3 minutes later, she tweets version 2 and says, I apologize for any form of wait, but currently I'm being told that I must refund at XXX Lilu Dallas before anyone else. She has given me a time frame instead of waiting as everyone else has to. I'm trying my best to refund everyone in order to make things right. I don't want anyone to think it's favoritism, etc. I am being threatened into giving her the money first by her being called a drug addict when I've never done drugs, told me looks are weak, and called me a lot of names. I apologize in advance for skipping you to refund her first. Lilu then replied to this post and said, for the record, I never said I should go before anyone else. I also have the proof of that. I simply told her that this is in my attorney's hand at the end of the month. I placed my order almost a month ago and had nothing but lies and been given the runaround. Samantha then replied and said, you told me I have till the end of this month to give you your money. There are people ahead of you and I'm doing everything I can to make money to support my kids and give refunds as I said prior. A Twitter user then replied to Lilu and said, absolutely not. You shouldn't have to be. She needs to pay people. You shouldn't spend the money. That's your fault, not anyone else's. Samantha replies and said, I just said I didn't spend the money on me. It was spent on their shipping supplies because the prices were too low. I didn't make enough money to send everything out. The Twitter user replies and says, I don't know, girl. You got yourself in a crazy mess. I hope you come back from this and never repeat the same mistakes. At this point, you just need to do what you have to do to get people paid and take some time to get yourself good, you know? You can't run a business this way, but you know that. Sam then says, so please don't sit here saying I spent the money because it wasn't spent on me or even my kids. It was spent on packaging for other people's orders. And by the time that was purchased, people requested chargeback and put me into the negative. So therefore, people who placed after said negative chargeback balance gave me no way to send them out because I wasn't getting their funds to even buy a label. Again, I'm trying to pay people. Saying over and over I need to pay people back is trying to say I'm not going to or I'm not trying to when I am. On October 20th, Beluxe made this statement on Twitter. Hello everyone. We have been actively working to refund everyone and will continue to work to refund everyone. We are doing the best that we can. We have told the truth and we are doing anything and everything to make sure everyone gets their money back. We sincerely apologize for any inconvenience. We are doing everything we can to work in refunding everyone who has requested one. We thank you so much for your patience. We are not evading anyone. We have stepped away from Twitter for mental health reasons. We are making sure to make this right for everyone who feels wronged. We love each and every one of you and we will be refunding as soon as we possibly can. Thank you so much. Have a good day. Beluxe then said, our site is taken down so we may work on the orders we have and refunds. One of Beluxe's former affiliates reached out to me and also told me that Samantha had called her husband back in August, her ex-husband. She also included a screenshot of when Samantha did this. One of Beluxe's former group chat members had this to say on Twitter. I have removed myself from any dealings with Beluxe No PR and blocked them. I know there's a lot of you that trust and believe, but I am telling you something is up. I know more than I can let on, as it's not my business. So it's just best for me to move myself from the situation. Anyone that is supporting them, I have no hate nor ill feelings at all. Do what you got to do. I just hope you don't get burnt and hurt like a lot of others don't give your money so freely because you feel you owe any brand because they believed in you. You're all talented and many other good genuine brands will take you on and ask nothing in return for your love and loyalty. And lastly, I don't want anyone to feel conflicted. So if you need to remove me, do so. I still love you. I will still share your stuff if it shows up on my timeline. This is just me addressing that I should have done my research before accepting any offer from now on. That's exactly what I'm going to do. P.S. Feel free to screenshot this and send it in the group if you feel the need to. Whoever the snitch was, good luck. Carvina Cosmetics also spoke out against Beluxe and said Carvina Cosmetics does not and for the foreseeable future will not endorse, condone, support, or affiliate with Beluxe Co. After careful consideration of all information, we do not feel that the company in its current state is being run ethically and instead would advise everyone to carefully consider who they are purchasing from and what that purchase will be supporting. There are many small brands that do maintain what we believe to be good moral standards and ethical business practices. Lastly, we humbly ask that no one hate on Beluxe or their team. It is crucial to hold people accountable, and we do believe that Beluxe can change for the better. For now, let us all allow Beluxe to learn and grow from this experience without hatred or bias. Ignorance is innocent, but prejudice is evil.